What's up, YouTube? Well, once again, we're back. We're bringing you something a little bit traditional for the Hispanic culture. If you've never seen it before, we call it in Spanish a disco. All right, we are gonna prep a meal, but we're gonna do that later on. So tonight, I'm just gonna show you how to put all this together. So this is just one piece out of the three that you're gonna need. And this is basically the stand. The burner sits in here, and I'll show you what the burner looks like here in a bit. And then you got the disco, which is the top piece, and that's actually where all the cooking happens. So this comes all in one piece. You don't have to build it or nothing. At least the one that I bought, that's how it comes. Roughly costs about 119 bucks, 120 bucks, somewhere in there, depending on where you buy it. We found it at our little Mexican store that is right here down the road from us, and that's pretty much how much it cost us all together. So the next piece that you're going to use is the burger itself. This is what it comes in, and basically all the pieces are there. There is nothing missing, and it's simple. Just put it together and start using it. So let me show you the next piece. So this is your next piece. This is the burner itself. This all comes in that box that I just showed you. The only piece that you gotta put together is right here, the fitting, where it goes to your propane tank. And everything else comes with the kit. And literally slide the hose in, and the burner will sit right on the base. And it sits flush, this is straight. You really have nothing you gotta build. That's pretty much it. The next piece, the top piece, is the disco. And this is what we call a disco. As you can tell, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is an indent. That's what the part that you're gonna fill with oil. And all it is basically a deep fryer, and you do not use this thing indoors, you use it outdoors. I'm in my garage right now because it's cold outside, but I will be doing the cooking outside later on. So all this does, you literally get it, and it sits right on top. The burner will kick on, warm this up, get that oil nice and hot, and you'll start cooking. As you can tell, we got our burner going. So right now what we're doing, we're just gonna clean the disco, make sure it's everything's nice and clean inside before we cook. So we are just prepping it with water. All we did, we got some water, put it in there, we're gonna boil it up. Once it boils, we're gonna dump it out, give it a quick wash, and that gets rid of any oils or residue that was left in there when they made this thing. All right, so we've already washed it twice. I already cleaned it out. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna add the oil, get it up to temperature, get it nice and boiling. And all you're gonna do is just like you would with your cast iron, just basically do a nice coat, wipe it all down, and it's seasoned and ready to go for tomorrow. So all you're gonna do now is just take a little piece of onion and just move it around, and you're gonna use that to baste all your oil all the way around the bowl. Make sure when you do this, make sure it is completely dry, or else it's gonna be jumping up at you. And that's pretty much it. You're pretty much done with that once it's all nice and hot and it's been seasoned and you're ready to cook.
That oil you're just gonna dump?
Yep. We just use this oil just to season it, that's it.
You dry it out?
Yep. Dry it down, wipe it off, and you're done.
So you're just drying it out now?
Yep, just cleaning it off, getting all the oil, excess oil off of it, but it's ready to roll.
Just like cast iron.
Yep. All right, so we're in the kitchen, and all we're gonna do now, we're gonna prep the chicken for the disco. And all you need, regular table salt, black pepper, and some granulated garlic. And all you do, you slice it down to the bone. So make sure that you're gonna get all the juices out of it. And you do that to all of them. So now you add your salt. You just wanna, it's a light sprinkle because you're gonna be adding a bunch of different stuff. And little bit of garlic powder. And last but not least,
Cracked pepper.
Cracked pepper. And that's basically all you're gonna do. All right, so we are here. This is the day we're actually gonna do the cooking in the disco. So all I'm gonna do now is, you got the oil in it. I'm just gonna go ahead, turn it on, get the oil heated.
So where did you fill it up to and why?
I filled it up to just a little bit underneath the full line. And that's just gonna give the chicken somewhere to rest so it could leave all the excess oil out of it.
Okay. All right, so I've already prepared the potatoes. Just sliced them, threw them in some cold water with some salt and a splash of lemon, just to keep them from turning brown till he's ready to put them in the fryer. There you go.
All right, so all you're gonna do now is just throw it in your oil. So this is what you want to wait for. You see how the chicken is getting that nice and brown on the outside? You want to get that all around your chicken. And I believe it's about 165 degrees that you need to cook at. I don't have a thermostat, so I'm just doing it by sight. But you can definitely get one for your grill if you want to. But this is just the way we do it traditionally. All right. So your chicken, find out if it's done. We actually find a thermometer. Just stick it in there, make sure it goes over 160 degrees. And if that's the case, chicken's good to go. It's good to go. And this is the color you want to look for, is that nice golden all the way around. And that's all your chicken's good to go with. I'm just going to sit it aside for now.
All right, so all I've done is tossed them with the cracked pepper, some garlic powder, and some salt, and ready to go out.
So literally, she already put the potatoes. All you do is just throw it into the same oil. And the only reason it looks dark under there is because we have all the spices and stuff sitting at the bottom of this.
Are you just gonna crisp them up brown?
Yep, just gonna brown them up and they'll be ready to eat.
Okay.
All right, so for cleaning up, all you gotta do is just dump the oil out into a container or wherever you want to dump it. And put some water in it, let it soak, and it'll clean it out by itself with once it starts to boil.